Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the Inkfather series. And today I wanted to do a little update and do a little bit of the daily grind. So whenever I'm playing Minecraft, like after work, or maybe it's right before bed, I usually get on and play for about an hour, or sometimes I play like all day, but that's getting to be more and more rare now as I've played so much that I'm a little bit burnt out. Now, this is a very large project, the whole spawn perimeter and giant ink farm and drown farm that I'm building. And I figured that it's going to have over 100,000 spawn spaces for drowns and squids in this farm. So in today's episode, I wanted to go over the daily grind in preparing the spawn perimeter and draining of the ocean for the squid farm and drown farm. Now we're draining out a area of a 128 block diameter circle. And we're lighting up all the caves and everything below the ocean in a 256 by 256 meter square or block square. Now, this is a big job. So there's several tasks that I have to do every day. I don't have to do them, but I like to break up the work so that it's not so monotonous. So the first thing I like to do is I like to keep the furnaces fully stocked with sand so that I can be smelting glass while I'm working in the area. So let's go over to the desert where I have a mine and mine some sand. Well, here we are out in the mining desert, and what I usually do is just fill my inventory with sand, and then I head back and I do a little work on the project. Let's grab a little sand. I like to do like a item filter just in case I have to fight any zombies or anything like that. Just to keep what I want in my inventory. Because I don't want to make this video like an hour long, I'm just gonna kind of demonstrate what I'll normally do. So after I mine sand for 10 or 15 minutes, and I have a couple shulkers or a full inventory full, for demonstration purposes I need to get like, because I already ran out, I need about 18 stacks just for this video, so let's collect what we can. Alright, now through the magic of video editing, I will have a full inventory of sand. And voila, after mining for 10 minutes or so, I have a full inventory of sand. So now I will head back over to the big ink farm project. Okay guys, now we're back down in my little workshop. This is my chest room and where I smelt things, and then I got a little enchanting area over there. And I came back here and filmed myself filling the furnaces with sand and putting the glass in the chest. So now I'm going to go sponge a little water. So this is 1/4 of the circle. I've got my beacons out. Whoops. Oh no. Ooh. Good thing I have falling 4. Let's look what the map looks like now. And there you have it. So far in about, I think it's been about 2 weeks, I've cleared this much. And I haven't done this alone, I've had some help. After placing down a bunch of sand, it's time to drain a little bit of ocean. So here's a clip of me doing that. And then we want to repeat that a little bit each night. I usually try to do 1 row a day. When I get closer down there, I can do like 2 or 3 rows. So now on to the next daily task. Cave lighting. I'm currently working on level 20 of this quarter section over here, so let's pop off this map, put it in our hand, and head off to work. These are the level 20 tunnels. And if we run way over here, I saw a slime spawn right here. That's why I opened it. You can see, if you look on the map, the mini map, you can see I'm right along the edge of the map. We kind of run into ocean over here. But then I can run along this end of the map. I do collect some of the iron as I need it. But here are the caves that are not caves, tunnels that I'm making. And I'm making them with 4 blocks in between. Looks like I left off right here. So what I normally do is I kind of carefully go forward, a few. And this right here is a perfect area to show you the technique of lighting the caves. See how there's a God, I'm drawing a blank. A ravine right here. Normally when you're lighting a ravine, you have to go up and chisel a little walkway around the upper layer and light it up that way. But when you're doing it this way, every 10 blocks there'll be another tunnel like this. So right up here, another tunnel is going to come through, and I'm going to light that upper section. And the same thing's going to happen right up here, which is blocked off. This is a cave. But right here, and so on. All the way down the line, and that's the whole point of lighting up all our cave systems. So what I'll do is I'll just make a nice bridge across any gaps that I come across. And I actually need to harvest. Oh wow, I just got some info that. Woo! GG. Thank you. What that is when Patreons that are playing on the server boost the 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 Dogcraft dollars like that. That's something they can do with their Patreon pledge. If you want to become a Patreon to Rendog, that is, because the Dogcraft server is uh, a free public server that is a fan server of Rendog, if y'all are familiar with him. So let's continue. I do have chat turned off, but somehow that announcement made it through. So this is the funnest part of doing this prep work so far, because when you're doing it at diamond level, man, do you find a lot of diamonds doing this. And you get to know your land as well. I'm going to know every nook and cranny of this place by the time I'm done. Sorry if it gets a little dark. And there we are. Whoops. That's not good. Looks like I'm one off on my tunnels. That one's off. That one's off. That one's on. Okay, so I messed up over here. Now I'll just run back through, and if I'm low on coal or anything, I'll pick up some coal. If I need some. Now while we're doing this, we want to make sure there's no dark areas as well. So I run back through, light everything up, good. Keeping in mind that there'll be another tunnel right over here eventually. Anything that is close, let's go ahead and smack a torch. Sometimes I stop for iron. And then I just repeat that process about 30 times or so per level. And there you have it. So I'll do that about 30 times per level. There's 4 levels per quarter section of circle. So that's a 16 times I have to do these tunnels. Okay, well, the next thing to do on the daily grind is to dig a little bit in this area. Eventually, we're going to dig the whole entire area down to level 20, maybe even down to bedrock. I'm not quite sure. All right, so here we go. pick a small area here. Let's make a 3D pole to start. So I have all my beacons in this area, and as I dig down, I will move the beacons around to cover the area I need. Okay, well that's enough of that for now. I gotta clean up all those blocks. There's also a large underwater cave that I'm gonna have to drain. There's several of them actually, and this is a new feature of 1.13. Well, that pretty much sums up the list of daily tasks on this big project. The only other thing I have to do is mend my tools, and I have several places that I like to use to mend. I have um, a quad cave spider spawner that I'll show you guys eventually that I like to use, but it's not the fastest. They have the end farm, the ender open now finally, and we can mend our tools in about 2 minutes there. But where I like to go to mend my tools is Dunlified's base. So let's head over there. Alright, current location, Dunlified's mushroom base. So this is where I like to come and get XP. Let's see if we can get Dunlified to show us his villager farm. So Dunlified has built a giant villager automatic crop producer. Ah, yes. Look at him go. So this is one of those farms that's based on the light levels of the crops, and the farmer keeps trying to plant the crops in a certain area and he can't, or maybe Dunlified changed it and he tries to throw it to another villager. Let me ask him. He says there's 16 farms total. Both the one by the hungry villager needs light level 7. Oh, he's going to take us inside. Strange. Alright, well, it does work very well. Oh. Only he can plant with light level 7. So that's your... Oh. I see. To be honest, guys, I don't know exactly how it works. Oh, there he goes. I believe that there's a hopper minecart that sucks up the crops faster than the villager can pick them up. Oh. Minecart. Hopper. Nope, water stream, he says. Strange. So he must collect the ones that get thrown that way. So I asked Dune if to show the trading for the mending, and he's like, oh, that's out the other place, the mending villager. But then I was like, no, I mean mending tools with the XP. So do they come up? That's how he collects the drops. Oh. Sasha, that's cool. Sasha, I saw one fly up. Oh. I like it. Alright, so here I am now. I'm inside of Dunelified's main base area, and all around us are villagers farming. And this is where I'm in my tools. So I have the chest here is just to empty everything that you have in your inventory. And what we'll do is we'll mend our shovel a little bit. So you want to take off your armor. Then we put our shovel in our hand, and Dunelified lets us trade his vegetables if we give him half the emeralds from all the trades. This guy isn't buying. And you'd be surprised how fast you can mend doing this system. No. Oh, Dunelified has a iron golem. Nice. What is that? I haven't seen that before. Oh wow. Brianetta, Skull of Rustbite. And with that, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. And if you guys play on the Dogcraft server and would like to help me, send me some mail. That's Gumby1 mail on the Dogcraft server, or if you see me playing, go ahead and message me. I'll see ya next time.